Well, students training for critical occupations such as teaching, nursing and social work will receive a more than $300 a week to supplement their incomes while they finish their degree. Joining me now is Australia CEO Luke Sheehy. Thanks for your time. Student debt reduction as well and these paid placements. These are adopted from the Accord. You would endorse them, I'm assuming. Are you saying, yep, what else you got?
Yeah, well, this is a really fantastic day for students, Tom, because students, groups, unions and universities have been asking for the government to consider how to address placement poverty. And we know in areas really important to the economy like nursing, teaching, social work and midwifery, the areas that the government's announced today, that lots of students have not been able to complete their degree because of the cost of living pressures that they're under at the moment. So the payment today, the first type of payments we've seen like this in the sector in my memory, is really, really welcome. It's great news for students because it's going to help them finish their degree.
Okay. So is that something that's changed just in the past few years? You're getting people not complete. I guess the big increase has been rent. The vast majority of these people are probably renting. This is something that's just come up recently or massively increased?
Yeah, it's absolutely evidence to show that there's been higher dropouts in the last couple of years. And we know through the Accord review process that lots of people have been talking about how important it is to address this idea of placement poverty, which is real. So students are struggling with the cost of living, particularly rents, higher rent costs, but higher groceries, higher fuel. And so this is going to help them get through their degree.
Is the argument that these particular jobs entail longer hours of placements and so it's harder for them to work around it because, you know, just about everyone does unpaid placements, but a lot do a few weeks over a year and it's easier to work around it? Is that why these have been cherry-picked?
The Accord made these recommendations because these placements for teaching and nursing and those other courses are compulsory and they're a part of the degree, and also they often are a number of weeks or months at one time. And we know that students have to move to do these placements to get those spots in different parts of Australia, so the payment's going to help.
The interesting other one is the debt reduction, and from what I understand, it applies across the board. Is that money's precious in this budget? So, you know, money that could go elsewhere is going to go to maybe a trained surgeon or doctor on pretty good money, courtesy of the taxpayer. Could it have been a more targeted approach?
Well, we know that making sure that universities seen as affordable is an important thing, right? And so the HECS system is great because students don't have to pay anything up front. But in recent years, the indexation on those HECS debts has been very high thanks to inflation. And so I think retrospectively applying a new indexation rate to make it lower is a really good thing because we want to make sure that students keep seeing that universities are a really good bet. It's a good bet for them and for the country because we need more students. More than 5 out of 10 new jobs, Tom, are going to require a university degree. So we want students to think it's a good investment and know that it's a good investment and that it's affordable. So I welcome these changes.